What's going on, guys? John with the ProCut, and out here on another job. You can see I got the dump trailer with me, and what we've got here is a tree that's mostly dead, and so I've got to take it down because they don't want it just falling willy-nilly into the road or anything like that. So I'm going to go ahead and get this tree down, load it in the dump trailer, and haul her off. The wood's going to go to my neighbor and help him heat his house this winter. All right, now I've got the saw, new blade, gas, oil, ready to go. So let's chop this thing up. Alright, so we got actually three trees growing in there clumped together. Some of those first branches I elevated, I noticed there's a dogwood there. So I'm going to try and save most of that tree and get this other trash tree just out from around it. Man, I gotta open this gate. I can't lift that high. So we'll go ahead and open up this gate and we'll try again. One thing I didn't bring with me is a chain so I could drag that other tree up out of there. But it is what it is. So let's get the rest of this thing down now. Kind of interesting how that dogwood grew right up in there. A lot of this video I'll speed up and edit. going to move my truck and trailer up because the way this one is leaning, I'm not 100% certain it's going to go the way I want it to go, because it's going to want to come this way naturally. I'm trying to get it to go down the bank, but I got a feeling it's not going to. So I'm going to go ahead and pull the truck up. Oh, actually, I think if I just shut my tailgate here, because I don't think it's going to do any damage to the trailer if it hits the trailer a little bit. But if these tailgates were open and it hit them, then yeah, that would be a problem. But I don't think the upper branches possibly hitting the trailer are going to hurt anything. So I'm just going to move the camera over here, and we'll go ahead and get this thing down. All right. See what happens. I'm wanting it to go that way, but I have my doubts. Right, I'm not 100% sure when that battery died, but it did. Got a fresh one in here now. We got a bunch loaded on the trailer. I just blew these small bits up into a pile, so I'm gonna get those loaded in the trailer, and then go ahead, and this one's gonna need to be cut into a few smaller pieces that I can actually handle. And then I'm gonna cut this stump down lower and try not to damage that dogwood any more than it's already been damaged by just natural causes, not by me. And I am probably going to elevate a couple more branches on that dogwood, maybe on the other side. Not 100% sure of that yet, but still got these 2 branches to pull out of here, so we'll see. I'm going to set y'all back up over here. Again, filming all this in real time, and as you're seeing it, a lot of it will be sped up in edit. So the bulk of this debris is all going to get thrown in the trailer, because this is all good kindling. And then any little bitty stuff that doesn't get picked up, I'll just blow into the field, and it'll biodegrade down and get mulched down with the mower. That'll be fun to go retrieve that one. Big chunk of log rolled down into the field. So a little bit more of this debris, a few more of those branches will fit on here, and then I'm gonna have to run back and dump this load, grab my chain to pull that other log up out of there and process it and get rid of it as well. Now the nice thing about loading these long branches across the top of everything that's already in there is when I strap them down, it's going to lock everything into place. Alright, I believe that's all I'm going to get on this load, so I'm going to strap her down. Okay, so the first portion, which is the second tree, the first tree's there. Some of the dogwood branches I dropped are still here, but the first load is in, strapped down. So I'm going to run and I'm going to get a chain, that way I can drag that other tree up here, process it, get it loaded in the trailer. But so I've got to take this one, and you can see it's strapped in, take this one back to the house, dump it in the neighbor's yard so he can heat his house, and then come back here and finish this up. All right, so upon a closer look, I was mistaken. This is not a dogwood. I think it's just a hickory, but I'm still going to leave this portion of tree. But I did take a couple more branches off of it, and I'm going to need to actually come back without my trailer to drag that tree up to where I can actually get it and service it. So yeah, I'll be back another day for that. I'm not going to get that finished now. Alright, so I decided just to go for it since I'm here. So I got my 3 chains out. I've got them all hooked up to the back of the trailer. So let's see what happens. I'm just gonna try to find some place to hook this camera. This will work. And I'm gonna get the tree right to the edge of the screen. Alright, so it really didn't come up the hill at all, but I am getting it toward a less steep part. So now what I'm going to do is back up. I've taken one chain off, so I'm just going to choke up on this chain and then try to get this thing further up the hill. So let's see what happens. Okay, so I've taken the 3rd chain off, and then I'm going to have this 2nd chain pulled as tight as I can. That way this thing is as short as possible. Okay, now we're going to go ahead and make another pull and see if we can get this thing closer to the top, but definitely closer toward the area that's not quite as steep, because this thing is steep and slippery and it's just not a good time. So let me go ahead and put you here, and then hopefully get this thing aimed somewhere it's going to catch good footage. can get this second chain off of here. Now, since it's so close, we're going to go ahead and just get resituated closer to the curb with the truck and trailer and go ahead and process some of this up right here. See, it's all these branches that stick out if you don't cut them off, if you're just throwing them in. That's the ones that hold things up. So you got to get in there with the chainsaw after the fact and just make some slices, and then this stuff in the trailer will compact down. Sometimes these heavy ones will just push those smaller ones down. That's why I kind of try to save them for the top. I believe I can get this chunk into the trailer. will most likely be pissed off in the morning. But it's in there. So now I'm going to take this saw, run halfway down this hill, cut this other log in half, and it'll be 2 more trips back down the hill to bring it up here. It's way down there. So I was able to throw it up on my shoulder and carry the saw, so saved at least 1 trip. Put this other chain away before I go back down that hill. It's not so much the down the hill that I'm regretting as the back up. All right, bloody hell. Now, the only thing I lack besides catching my breath is just blowing this sawdust and those couple of little branches out of the street. Otherwise, tie this crap down, job done. Thanks for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you on the next one.